We are live. Welcome everybody to Ask a Wizard. Where did you move? Hey Dan, how's it going? Let's get this set up. Get the brightness up in here. How's it going? Live chat. Oh, sweet. Pin comments are a thing. Where did you move to? I'm in Montana. Welcome. So I have finished my journey across the country. I have left Hell, also known as LA, and now I am in Montana. However, we have had some hiccups, particularly one, as you may notice, I am not surrounded by my books or my table or anything. That is because we got a pod service. That's where you pack up your stuff in like a little cube and they ship it. It is called U-Pack, and it turns out U-Pack is what you call garbage. Probably one of the worst companies I could think of that I've ever used. Really just trash. And so we packed up all our stuff there, and with the caveat of, hey, yeah, pack up your stuff, tell us the state you're moving to, we deliver your stuff. And then upon doing so, they let us know, oh, we only service like 4 states. Just heads up. And so we have no access to it. So we're going to be having to drive to Washington from Montana and then drive back with a U-Haul with all of our stuff. So I am still a bit delayed. That is why we are a bit behind. Where is Montana? I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Dude, that's crazy. You're like maybe an hour from, maybe an hour, 2 hours ish from where I'm at. We're literally going to be driving through there in Idaho. That was one of the places we were looking at. It's a pretty awesome place. That's awesome. So that's what's going on right now. So I wanted to check in with you guys, despite having all this nonsense not working right now, to let you guys know where I'm at, let you know everything's all right, that we have settled down. We will do some live readings here. I got a little lecture put together here for you guys, as well as some jokes. But we will, once we get the pods and everything set up, I will have internet access. It's not just going to be through my cell anymore. That's going to be a lot easier to do the streams. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Secretly Long Legs Owl. Sorry for coming to your live stream for a while. I was busy. No problem at all. I haven't been doing them for a little bit. So welcome back. And if you'd like to get a reading, hello, Akira. How are you doing? Hello, Arwen. Hello. Yes. All right. So if you'd like to get a live wizard reading, all you need to do is thumbs up the stream, share the stream. That'll qualify you guys for the free live wizard readings. So what I'm going to be doing is for the next week, I'm going to be focusing more on the blog on my website because that's something I can do through my phone. I'll also be posting to Instagram and TikTok and Facebook how I have been using my cell signal. And so that is going to be the main goal. Once I have the internet set up with the router, I'm going to be doing more of the YouTube lives, and theoretically, we'll be able to get the setup where I will be able to use OBS and get some better lectures going for you guys. Shared and liked. Well, thank you very much, Arwen. All right, so today's lecture is kind of a technique that I've been doing with clients for paracosm. So it's a way of using your imagination, taking yourself out of your current mindset, and then using the imaginative side of your mind to really try and get a different perspective on your life to help you make better decisions with your life. Yes, absolutely, Arwen. We will get you a lecture for sure, or a reading. So this paracosm is what I call the CEO paracosm. And this is about asking yourself, if you've ever been in the situation where you see a company do something silly, or maybe you're working at a business, you get bad service, or you watch a movie that's just done poorly, and you tell yourself, I could do that better. If I was in that situation, I could do it better. And you're able to generate a critique and feedback on how you would improve something. What we're going to be doing is showing you how to tap into that same mindset and apply that technique to yourself so that you can actually apply that same mentality and improve your own life. So what you're wanting to do is imagine that you, and this comes from Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosophy, the realization that you are a soul in a body. And you, as the soul, have the supreme authority. You are the CEO of yourself. Now, it's important to call yourself the CEO. I think it's a good terminology to bring in from modern terminologies into today, Because it's not that you are a dictator, it is that you're the CEO. You have power, but your body definitely has a say in things as well. So it's a nice way of looking at it. And what you want to simply do is adopt that mindset of, I am the CEO of my own mind, and I'm coming in as the new CEO of this company, and I want to clear house. Imagine yourself doing that and go through the major sectors. And those major sectors, of course, are the four quadrants we always talk about: your health and wealth, the material realm. So you come in and say, all right, well, how am I functioning in my health right now? How am I functioning financially? All right, well, I'm the CEO. I'm coming here to clear house. What would I do? What would be the advice I'd give to fix someone who's in the current situation that they're in right now, materially speaking? That would be my CEO advice. Then you move over into the relationships and your happiness levels. How do you feel from a relationship standpoint? Are you happy with your current relationships? Are you happy with your current emotional state of being? What should we do to fix this? What are the ways that we should improve our happiness? What are the things that are obvious flaws that now, as a CEO, looking at myself, I can see those flaws? Move on to your thoughts and ask yourself the same questions. Are these thoughts getting me closer to where I'm trying to be or farther away? Are they beneficial thoughts? Are they negative thoughts? Should I cut them out? Should I bring them in? What will I do as the CEO of my mind? How am I going to update these thoughts? And then finally, of course, we're going to update our beliefs. Are there limiting beliefs? Are there good goals and motivations behind my team? My body, my mind is my team. Are they aligned? Are they given the proper motivation, the proper insight, the proper knowledge and beliefs about what they're doing, and know what they're doing is important so that they can function? And so that is what I call the CEO paracosm. It is a mindset that you can adopt that allows you to kind of audit yourself and look at yourself in a more abstract way, remove a lot of the biases that come in when you try to do this self-reflective exercise, and start thinking about it more rationally and to the point. And so that is the lecture for today. And of course, I do have some jokes written down for you guys. I'm getting a bunch of notifications right now on Instagram. Thank you. Let's see what the chat says here. Wolfam giving the happy faces. Thank you. K-Dog, and welcome back. Well, thank you. I'm doing very well. K-Dog, how are you doing? And yes, you may get a reading. And so, yeah, just as a quick update again, now we got more people on in here. So my stuff is delayed by a week, so we'll be getting that next week. That's when I'm going to have my router, so I'll have streaming capabilities. I'll be able to use my laptop. I'll also have my books and whatnot, and will be more set up. So the frequency of the stream shall be back to normal, depending on when we get things set up, next week-ish. And then we'll be upgrading to some new lectures. I have one that I've been planning out that I think you guys are going to love. It is the cost-benefit analysis strategies that will really just crush. The Wii Fit song? Yes. Want to know what I haven't heard in a while? The Wii Fit song. That's true. That's true. It's such a good song. Well, if I do readings, I'm probably going to drop the Wii Fit songs. Akira? Yes, you may. All right. Yes, the Wii Fit song is amazing. So that is the situation that I'm at right now. Let's get some, and then we'll be back to normal. And then from there, the plan is to start doing a more formal lecture once a week that's on a deeper topic, that's going to be using OBS, PowerPoint presentations, things of that nature. And the first one we're going to be covering is the cost-benefit analysis. It's a technique used by billionaires that they don't teach you in school because it is beneficial and will make your life better. So they make sure to not teach you it in school. So we'll be teaching you how to do that so you can start crushing. All right, so as usual, I've done my reading of the news today. So here are my 3 jokes based on the news. Let's see. Oh, yes, this was very interesting. So after being told for the last 4 years that our current president was elected by fraud, I was informed by the same sources that fraud is actually impossible and can never happen. So, please stop talking about it. Very interesting headline. That makes me, when I was scrolling through on Facebook, I noticed these little notifications kept popping up. And I was like, why does it keep like someone posts something like I just voted today and you're like that's cool, and then a little note would pop up underneath and it's like election fraud isn't real. You're like okay. And then you go up, see another person that's like, yeah, I just submitted my vote today. It was really awesome. Get a little notification that pops up and it's like, Donald Trump is going to lose. You're like, what why is it, what is this? And then I started, so of course I had to turn on the news and figure out, I'm like, why am I being lied to by Facebook and Twitter overtly? This is usually they lie indirectly. This is, they're just literally writing lies on Facebook. And so I was like, what's going on here? And so I go in and I look and I'm like, oh, they're terrified. Oh, I get it. And so I realized they're all spiraling. So now, every time I see those notifications, I think that Jaws music should play when it pops up. So, because it's just getting more and more panicky. So it's like, doo doo, doo doo, doo doo, doo doo, doo. And as the speed of the notifications occur, a yellow little hair piece is just going to slowly start breaking through Facebook, cutting through like a shark fin. It's going to be. So that's what I've been thinking about. Hey, Lando the Mando, how's it going, man? I am in Montana. We survived. We're here in a box. Soon to have stuff coming next week. And what was my last one here? Oh my goodness. What in the world? I can't read my own reading. I can't read my own writing. I guess that is my joke for the day because I cannot read it. Good, glad you made it safely. I am glad too. Hopefully, we have to U-Haul something for 3 hours through Washington, Idaho, and then Montana. So that's going to be a fun adventure. But we'll have that done soon, and then we'll be good. And then once we're done with that, we'll be good. All right, let's get into the live wizard readings here for you. Let's see, who was looking for a live reading? That was Akira. I don't have my book, so it's harder for me to remember. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming back in. Sorry for all the delays and whatnot. We should have everything up and running back to normal, and not even back to normal, but even more than normal, because we're going to be adding in the blog, the full lecture, as well as the Facebook streams as well, going back as soon as we get this whole thing set up, get internet going, and the house organized. Was there anything in particular you were looking for a reading about, Akira? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll get that started right away. Back to the Rift. Yes, we will be able to play League of Legends once we get the stuff delivered to the house, which was supposed to be this week, but unfortunately it is not. So I wanted to pop in, let you guys know I am alive. I did not die. I was not eaten by a bear yet. But definitely follow on TikTok. Definitely follow on Instagram, Facebook. I'm posting a lot of photos there. So if you're interested in seeing the area we're at, that is the place to check it out. Akira, was there anything in particular you were looking for insights on? Let me know. Let me know. I'm so annoyed that I don't remember what the last joke was that I wrote down here. Just a random one? All right, let's do it. Just quickly wanted to ask if you had seen any good animes lately. I haven't seen anything. We've just been traveling and traveling nonstop. I am a very sleepy person. Tell us more about where you moved to. Absolutely, will do. Let's get you your reading here. Or hear me out. YouTube could try and make me auto ban Dan for no reason. I don't know why that's happened. That has happened a few times now. It's this like new thing where if you like poke the screen, it's just like, would you like to ban everybody? Like, no, thank you. All right, Akira, so looking into the past here, we see the death card popping up. Great card to see. This is saying clearing out the dead wood, getting rid of a lot of things that are holding you back, letting old habits die off so that you can make room for great improvement and new things. We see this in the past, so this is typically a painful process, but it does lead us into a position where we're stronger from it and we can grow and become better people. And so that leads right into the present, where we see the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about growth in emotions. So what this represents is right now is a time where new friendships are growing, new relationships are growing, and our emotional state is rising. And so it's important that we spend this time right now to try not to dwell on the past, and focus instead on building a better future, building these relationships, and growing emotionally. You killed off isn't the right word. The burnt off the pain of the past. You let go of the pain of the past and have grown from it and used the material you needed from it to get to this spot. So let's not let this thing hold us back from fully growing and moving forward. And if you choose to make that, you're going to actually start to see the physical manifestations of that here with the Three of Pentacles. This is growth in the material. So what we're seeing is that by improving this emotional state and growing friendships, you're going to start seeing the material results, which is just actually feeling better, actually feeling like you're moving on and growing, and overall fulfillment and transformation. So it looks like you're on the right path. Keep sticking with it. Don't get held back. And that would be my advice for you. Kira, I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some insights. Let me know in the comments below if that helped you out. And with that, we'll move on to the next readings if we have any. If you'd like to get a reading, make sure you comment below. Thumbs up the stream, share the stream. That's how you qualify for the free readings. All right, let's see here. So where would we move? So we are in Missoula, Montana, in an apartment currently, and the goal is to buy land. Arwen, yes you may, Arwen. We will get you a reading right now. I was not eaten by a bear yet. I haven't heard that one before. Yes, well, Montana is known for quite a few bears. In fact, they've had 2 sightings in the university alone since we came here. That does help a lot. Thank you so much. No problem at all, Kira. I'm glad I was able to help. And so basically, so we're in Missoula, Montana, and so we're looking for farmland in the area. We want to buy land, get Highland cows, Dominique chickens, Berkshire pigs, and rabbits. Those are the 4, and then set up a market garden as well. And so Missoula is in the center, which has most of the farmers markets during the grow season. So we wanted to have a spot, check out the area, see what the local restaurant scenes are interested in. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. We can't really do the farming thing yet because Montana has a ton of snow. So if we buy the farmland, we won't be able to build anything on it for quite a while. So that's good in a way because we get to research the area, and then we get to do a more strategic land buy. And so that is the current timeline that we're looking at right now. And right now, I just want to get my my router and my books so that I can use the time that we'll have from that to really work on the lessons, the lectures, and get you guys some great stuff as we replace the education system here at Ask a Wizard. I haven't gotten attacked by a bear, laugh out loud. However, I got attacked by a dog the other day, and I now have 6 stitches in my leg. Oh, jeez, Akira. I heard the dog attacks are really intense. Like really common, I should say. I guess it makes sense when you consider how many dogs there are to bear ratio. But yeah, man, the dogs can be intense. No joke. All right, Arwen would like a reading. Is there anything in particular you'd like a reading about, Arwen? Let me know in the comments below and we'll get your reading started shortly. I feel bad. We have so many people here and I'm not able to do like my full show, and it makes me bummed. I want to give you guys the best every time. But I also didn't want to just go another week dark without telling you guys what was up. Because I told you I'd be here in 2 weeks, and then there's none of the stuff here. So I'm like, I have to figure out a way to go live and let them know so that they don't think I died. And then Matthew, of course, crushing. Thank you very much, Matthew, for the calls and support. You are awesome. Just a regular reading. All right, let's get you a reading. My goodness. And trying to juggle the client work while driving and We went through places where there's nothing. There's just no cell signal for like 3 hours. You're just driving and it's just dark. Nothing. Just land. It's amazing. Beautiful place. I really like it. And for all the nonsense that's going on, I think it's a great place to be. It's an interesting time. It's a very interesting time that we're in. I'm very excited about it, and I'm interested to see where it goes. You guys know my prediction if you've followed for a long time, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird what's happening right now. Not It's not uncommon. I'm not stressed or worried about it. And I'll keep it coded because, again, I have my own rules that I stick to and I try to avoid those topics. But just be aware, these things have happened. Read The History of Florence by Machiavelli. You can read The Prince. You can read The Art of War. These are great books to look into. And understand that the times we're in are not unusual. Things like this have happened before. Things like this will happen again. There's no reason to be afraid. There's no reason to be fearful. Worry about what you can control. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you can control, what you can change, what's within your power. The label and stickers that they slap on things, whatever the current color of the flag or the name on the flag is, it does not matter. So don't be afraid. And, it could go either. If it goes one way, obviously it's going to be a lot less stressful than the other. But the current situation, the way that it's looking, could result in a lot of stress for people who do care about the sports, that do think politics is a real thing, that don't realize that it's just a show, it's political theater. They're building up for a lot of drama right now. It's probably because they want to conceal other things that they're doing. And so just don't be afraid. Don't feed into it. Go read some good books. Build things. Grow food. Build a community. Know people. Know friends. Join the Owls. Hang out. Have fun. Have good times. Do not panic. Don't be afraid. Everything is going to be all right. It's my little public announcement for you guys before we move on. Because my goodness, I had so many people just losing their mind, freaking out. They're like, it's all over. It's all the end. It's guys. It's not. It's not. If you are a man and you are over 18 and you have a very strong stomach, read the Gulag Archipelago and you'll realize how absolutely great we have it and how incredibly far we are from that, and how even if, say, hypothetically, a coup was being attempted, even if it worked and succeeded, it's a lot better than what has happened before. We're still, as I often, to much of my out of United States markets chagrin, say, even at our worst, we're still better than everyone's best in America. So be happy that they're banning people on Facebook and not making them disappear in the middle of the night, which is very common in the recent historical past. So it's okay. We're going to be fine. We're all going to be okay. All right. And that is, maybe I'll cut that out and send it to the Owls who have been panicking a little bit. Come on, guys. I've been telling you for like at least 2 years now. It's all a lie. It's all a show. It's all politics. Don't worry. It's not real. All right, looking into the past here, we got the Eight of Swords here for you. So the Eight of Swords is about the advancement in knowledge. So what this is telling me is that You, in the past, learned some information that kind of freaked you out. You got pretty stressed, you got a little worried. But what's important to note here is, as you can see, she's wrapped up in her own bounds. The swords aren't containing her. It's her own fear, her own insecurity that's keeping her trapped and blindfolded. So it's important to note that while it feels like we're trapped, while it feels like we have no options, in reality, these things that we fear and are worrying about aren't the walls that we think they are. It's our mind that's holding us back. And so, what the recommendation here would be is to realize that while I can create any fear I want in my mind about what could happen in the future, that's not reality. And as Mark Twain, I believe, put it very well, he's like, I've wasted so much of my time worrying about things that never actually happened. And you don't want to ever find yourself in that situation. So just be careful about that. And we see that in the past, though. And now walking into the present, we see the Four of Cups. And so it seems like the knowledge that you had in the past here that you gained that made you feel fearful is starting to have an emotional impact on you now. You're starting to feel less content with your emotional stability. You're starting to feel like, gosh, I wish there was more. I wish that I had more balance, more security, more stability in my emotional life because of the things that happened here in the past. And so that's where we find you at right now. And again, important to note here that while you are seeming discontent from the photo of Kira, of course, we do see that the gift of emotional stability is being offered. So the opportunity is there. We just need to seek it. And so that's kind of where we find you at right now, the current dilemma for your situation. Now, the solution that we see proposed here is the Hermit. So the Hermit, one of my favorite cards, is about saying that the solution to this particular problem for you is to turn internally. We cannot keep going outside looking for the answer to solve this problem. The answer is to turn inward, to understand ourselves, to ask ourselves, are these things that I actually can control or not? And if they aren't, I need to discard them, and not just discard them, but I need to replace them with things that are in my control, things that I can change, that I can put that energy into, because this energy actually isn't bad. It just isn't being directed in the right way. So we want that same anxious energy, that strong energy that says, be safe, protect yourself, fix yourself, become better. You want to put that energy into something that you can fix, that you can make better, so that you get the positive element of that. This energy exists for a reason. It's not just there to be stupid and make you feel like crap. It exists to give you that initial push in your life to where you make the choice and then start improving. If you set your energy on the wrong level and you're pointing it towards something you can't control, that's what's going to get you in trouble, because then you just get in a feedback loop where you're putting energy into changing things that can't be changed. So bring it down, get it to the micro, turn internal, throw out what you can't control, find out what you can change, what you can improve, start putting that energy into improving yourself. My common ones that I'm always recommending: grow food, build community, read good old books, improve your health, improve the way that you think. These are the things that I would recommend working towards. I think you're going to get a lot of results from that. And that's the reading I have for you today. Hope that helps you out and gives you some insights. Boxy Daniel says, hello. How are you doing, Daniel? Welcome. Hello, Violet Sakura. Hi, how's it going? Sakura, I hope that you don't summon any slugs. That would be very unfortunate. Random Naruto references. Do 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 do. There you go. You got your Wii song. I know, man. I wanted to say something mean, but then I realized that if you don't know who Sakura is from Naruto, that it would just seem like I'm just being like a total jerk to you. So I didn't go with that. So I went with the random one of slugs. Thank you for the reading and the Wii song. No problem at all. I hope that helped you out and gave you some insights. Yeah, I'm on Team Hinata. I think Hinata's the best. She rocks. So yeah, To follow up on Dan's question, I do know who it is. I'm glad. So my comments about being useless wouldn't have been wouldn't have been misread. But I just my goodness, she's such a terrible character. Timinata over here too. Yes. I mean, okay. It's just every scene. It was me and Alex got to the point where we would just laugh every time. Because it's like, it's to the point where it's like they had to be self aware at the end, where she's just like, I'm going to stand and watch. Yay! Like, literally, Naruto has turned into essentially a demigod. Sasuke is just teleporting through interdimensional portals. And then Sakura's like, I poke somebody. Yes! And she even screws that up. It's the worst. I mean, at least Hinata embraced her uselessness. That's what she accepted that she's not a warrior. She is meant to help and provide and make a stronger warrior. And look, she saved the world in the end. Have you watched Full Metal Alchemist? Heck yeah, I have. I love Full Metal Alchemist. It's really misleading about alchemy, though. It was very confusing because I was watching Full Metal Alchemist because I was studying alchemy, and I was like, oh, this would be awesome. And I'm like, wait a minute. They just keep saying weird, obscure words that are semi-related to alchemy. It was quite odd. I'm like, I don't think that's what a homunculi is. I've been really curious about what a homunculi is lately. I wonder if it is the paracosm. I wonder if you can embody an imaginary friend with your mind. Is that what the homunculi might be? Is that the ability to outsource thought processes and work to another mind? That's what I'm wondering about. Hawkeye or Windry? I'm not sure. Full Metal Alchemist is a lie. Yes, it is. He is neither an alchemist nor is he full metal. Have you considered this? It's all a lie. It's all a lie. So yes, sorry, to follow up with Dan's comment, so I've moved to Missoula, Montana. It's beautiful here. It's amazing. The grow zones are actually really good. I thought that Montana was all an ice cube. Turns out there's microclimates all around, and so there's a lot of places to farm. And so that's kind of the plan here. And yeah, liking it here in Montana. And again, I will like it better in a week or two when we have everything set up and my books and my router. Windry and Hawkeye. Not following. Is that from Full Metal Alchemist? It might be. Another fun fact about me is I'm terrible with all names from characters. Like, I don't know most characters' names in most shows. Like, I watched Killer Bee, which was 13. I called that, by the way. I don't know any of the characters' names. Like, I can't tell you a single character's name in the show. I've watched the entire thing. I literally can't tell you a single character. It's quite odd now that I think about it. My mom is making me sleep tonight, and I'm at well, no problem at all. I need to close up the stream here anyway. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the support. I think you guys are going to really enjoyed Full Metal Alchemist, but as I watch it with my brother, the only thing he could say was, it doesn't make sense. That's wrong. He's right. He is right. I mean, they are wrong. They really get the whole concept wrong. It makes sense because their philosophical foundation for the show is that they're basically agnostic, essentially. And so when you come at alchemy from an agnostic perspective, you've basically missed the entire point of alchemy, which was founded on the God made everything on this earth, and there is good to be found in it, and it is our job as Christ beings, or Christ followers, I should say, made in the image of God, I guess is the best way to describe it. Use the word of God to describe it because he's better at it. To look at the environment and say, what is the value that is held within this, and how can I make great things, beautiful, good, and true things with it? And so if you take that whole element out of it, then the entire stuff just doesn't make any sense. So I think that that's probably what you're occurring there. Like, yeah, that's wrong, but he could have enjoyed the show as it was. That's true. I guess that's true. But he's probably like me, just spiraling over weird idiosyncrasies. You're like, wait a minute, no, that makes no sense. What are you doing? Um, with Full Metal Alchemist, it looks like the creator just read a Wikipedia page on alchemy and just went with. Yeah, and yes, I think that he read the Wikipedia page, and then he probably also went on like Reddit and read whatever popped up there. So most likely to be incorrect if it's from Reddit. Reddit, Reddit is just so bad. It's amazing to me how confidently people post just the most inaccurate thoughts on Reddit. It really is deeply impressive. Good night, Sakura. Good night. Good night is y'all is what Sakura said. Good night, Sakura. All right, so yes, we're gonna close up the stream here tonight. I will be trying very much so to get things going consistently again within the next week or two. I will be posting updates on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like I have been throughout this travel event, and keeping you guys updated. And then the future holds of better lectures. In theory, I'm going to be getting OBS set up using my laptop. We're going to be doing a lecture a week. It's going to be a deep, in-depth lecture teaching valuable topics as we try to replace the education system, as well as the daily lectures as well, which are more akin to what we're doing right now with all of our stuff, of course. And so that is the future for now. And I will also be trying to do some blogging. Since I don't have access to anything else, I figure why not try and work on my blog, which I can do through my phone on WordPress. So if you're interested in following that, go to askwizardmagic.com. Askwizardmagic.com. And then I think it's under blog or wizard library. I, being an expert at promotion, that would be the place to go. And so, and of course, you guys can book one-on-one sessions there as well at askwizardmagic.com. That's where I'm doing the readings. I do private readings, and then, of course, the paracosmic work, which is the main thing that I do. Basically, what is paracosmic work? If you're trying to improve yourself, if you try to do self-improvement, self-transformation, that kind of thing, you may have run into the common problem of burnout and finding yourself relapsing to old habits. And that's normal. It's because you're trying to do two jobs at once. The elites and royalty who have pursued these things in the past all knew this. That's why they had what was called a court wizard. A court wizard was the person who managed the data tracking, the minutia, the performance, and holding you accountable and showing you different techniques and strategies to get your conscious mind and your unconscious mind in alignment towards your goals, so that you're not worrying and wasting all your time on those things, and you can just focus on improving yourself. And so that's what I help people with paracosmic sessions, is more or less a wizard for their life. Good luck with everything. I hope you have a great night. I have to go. Good night. Good night, Akira. And so yes, if you want to get that, you can go to askwizardmagic.com. And with that, I am going to go to bed, and my phone just freaked out and gave me an Amber Alert. All right, I'm going to be going to bed as well. And goodness gracious. Oh, right. And I think once we get things settled and I have all my stuff here, we will figure out a better time to do these streams so that you guys do not have to go to bed all the time because I'm doing them so late. And we can find a more convenient time to do them. So that is going to be step 2, and we'll be doing that in the near future as well. So if you have any times that work better for you, that will help you out, thank you very much, Harwin. I appreciate that. If you have any times that work best for you, DM them to me on Instagram. I want to get a feel for where everyone's at, and then from there I'm going to use that to judge when I should be doing my streams for you guys. So that is the plans for the future. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing up today, and I am going to head off to bed, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good evening. Peace.